everyone, Daniel here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I will be reviewing the Comixology original comic, Astonishing Times number 3. Uh, like I mentioned, this is a comic by Comixology original, so if you're a Comixology member, you can go read that right now, or you can purchase it for $2.99. This comic was written by Frank J. Barbiere Arris Quinones, host of the YouTube channel Variant. Go check that out. Um, Artist Ruarí Coleman, colorist Lauren Affe, letterer Taylor Esposito, and designer Dylan Todd. Uh, if you're not familiar with this comic, which I've covered the previous 2 issues of, so go check that out if you haven't. This Comixology original series is a 5-issue miniseries that puts a 21st century spin on street perspective superhero stories, and it follows Noah Sands, a reporter for the Sentinel, as he chronicles the decaying relevance of superheroes in a world that has moved past him. Now, on this issue, though, uh, we pick up where we left off with Noah and Koken as they make a shocking discovery. Olympus, a secret city of superheroes. Noah comes face to face with Infinite, the greatest hero of his generation, which you saw on the cover, and begins to unravel the secret behind his disappearance. Will Noah be witness to a long-awaited reuniting of heroes, or something more sinister? First of all, let's just talk about Infinite for a little bit, because we get a lot of Infinite in this issue, which I really enjoyed. I love the design of the hero, the powers here. Like we go back and forth between the present and flashbacks. So this is what Infinite looks like now, and then kind of this is what Infinite looked like when he was fighting crime as a superhero. And then this is we flash forward to the present where we kind of pick this up. Now I really like this sequence of panels because as the narration goes, we get a little bit of backstory on Infinite, but also we kind of get to see his state of mind of how and especially in these 3 panels, how you got to put on that game face. Like sometimes in the mornings you just like you're not ready for the day, but you still got to go out there and face the day, and that's kind of what Infinite does. He puts on that persona of like, well, let's do this. So as I mentioned in the synopsis, Infinite, we get to learn a lot more about what his goal is right now and what he's trying to do, why he disappeared, who he's with, and everything in this facility of Olympus. I really like the 2 panels here because I like the cutting back and forth between current time and then a flashback or a little something like just a quick touch of like who was this hero like that's working with Infinite now in Olympus. Um, so I really like that because that's kind of how they drop in little bits of the story, and then build the world as we kind of go forward with the story. Like I mentioned, also we pick up where we left off with Noah and Koken, which I like. The more I read these 2 characters, the more I enjoy them. Um, I really like they finally discovered the place that they need to be at, and they're gonna go face them head on. So this all kind of happens in the first few. These are just the first few panels. I don't want to go too much into spoilers. So whatever is left of the issue, like it really goes into, it drags you in deep into the world building, into knowing Infinite, their relationship with these superheroes, because they all kind of used to work together in the past, right? They know each other. So you get to learn more about that. You get to learn more about Noah and how, like, he's meeting like one of his heroes. We know that Noah loves superheroes, and that's kind of what he was trying to do, bring him back to the public, um, as they were in the past. So very much enjoyed this issue. I will show you one last panel that I really enjoyed. I think the art team is just kind of having a lot of fun here. So as the team is trying to dodge some um, airplanes and stuff, they got to dive, and I love this. I love the face, Noah's face here as he kind of like, oh, you know. So all those the G force just kind of hitting them as they evade the enemy. So like I mentioned, this is available now. Go read it. I forgot that this comes out on Tuesdays. Otherwise, this review would have been out a lot sooner. I would have read this in the morning. Normally, I do that first thing in the morning whenever some of these things come out. wake up to a comic book. But here we are now. Like I mentioned, if you have Comixology Unlimited, this is available for you to borrow. If not, each issue is only $2.99, which I think it's a really good deal, especially because this is only a 5-issue miniseries, so it's not going to be too. It's not a big commitment, but it's also a really interesting story. So you're really getting your bang for your buck here. Like I said, the writing is the story that they're telling is great. The world building, I'm really enjoying it because it does feel like more of a take on what others like what superheroes could be in a world that's maybe more similar to ours or a contemporary world, but it still has that fantastical element, right? Because you got to have those elements in the story. I love the dynamic between. There's some other panels that I didn't show that really emphasize like the color, especially how the texture changes when we flash to the past, and you'll see that in some of the other pages. But I left those out just because I don't want them to be too spoilery. So yeah, go check this out. Let me know what you think of this. Like I mentioned, Arris Quinones has that variant channel, which is really popular, so I probably shouldn't have to tell you about it. But if you haven't checked it out, um, he recently posted a really cool video about Infinite and kind of like his backstory a little bit more. So once you go read this issue, you can probably go watch that. And I like that the channel is doing stuff in sync with the comic as it comes out. It's very smart from them and the team. So yeah, thank you very much. I really enjoyed this. I hope you go pick it up, or I hope you go borrow it or buy it at Comixology. So yeah, we'll be covering the rest of the series. Normally we only do the first issues, but these have been so good that I just kind of want to go on this journey because we don't really do a lot of Comixology originals. But we're branching out a little bit more into what we're covering. We've done a Substack comic. We've done Comixology originals now. We'll do OGNs in the future. So not just first issues. And so let us know what else you want us to review. We are very fortunate that we're getting some more advanced reviews in the future. So we appreciate all the publishers that we've reached out to and have reached back out. So yeah, we'll have some more cool stuff, especially from Valiant, Image, Boom, and yeah, keep stay tuned to the channel. We'll have some more cool stuff. And let me know what you thought of this comic. Let me know what else you want us to review. We should have. There was no DC Comics that I really felt like I wanted to review. I've read a few things, but nothing really called out my attention to make a video. But we got Marvel coming up. There's a few, and I'm definitely reviewing Inferno, the X-Men event. So stay tuned for that. So thanks for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is every Sunday morning, or most Sunday mornings, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. And check out our Patreon. A lot of these videos go live on Patreon before we put them on the channel. Also, we are now at a point where we have enough patrons to ask for some feedback about the live shows. We'll be doing a lot of horror and Halloween related stuff in the month of October. So go check that out. Link is in the description. It's just kind of like pay what you want, but every patron has a voice because we appreciate you guys just supporting the channel. So thanks for watching, everyone. Bye bye.